I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
...2019 Toyota 4Runner.
TRD Pro.
In Voodoo Blue.
Let's get this out. This is the best blue ever.
This is the bluest car I've ever seen in my life.
I love this blue, and it is a throwback from the FJs. But this is just so much bluer because there's more blue, because there's more car that's blue.
I just blew myself.
Who gets that?
So let's get to the good stuff. Horsepower and torque.
We have the same old 4-liter V6 pushing out 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque.
5-speed automatic transmission.
Same old one since like 2010. I think this car's been out for about 9 years now.
Well, it's bulletproof, right?
It is.
So whatever, what are you gonna do, change it?
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, we were talking about this earlier. This has so much charm because of how simple it is.
Yeah, so let's get back to that.
We drove the 2018 less than a year ago.
It had a cool blue color, but not as cool as this blue.
That was cavalry blue.
And we drove that in the snow. This is not snowing yet, but we do have snows on here.
Yeah, exactly.
Since then, we've driven so many cars with so much technology. We were in the A-Class that you literally talk to like Amazon Alexa. This has like nothing.
Nothing. This is the complete polar opposite. There are buttons, dials, huge knobs. Everything is the absolute best.
They have the best volume knobs. We said that before, we'll say it again. All these knobs feel perfect.
Yeah, you can wear them with gloves. If you have sausage fingers, like, you're good.
All the radio channels fly through when you turn it. It's amazing.
It does have Sirius satellite radio, but
doesn't rewind, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
This doesn't even have the 3 blink when you hit the blinker halfway.
I did notice that. That's how old this
Yeah.
is. But it's awesome. That is the reason why I appreciate this car, and that is the reason why I would legitimately consider buying this car for myself.
I like the idea of everything in here, but for myself, I don't need to drive a car that's this big, that takes this much gas.
Yeah, for you, but if you had a family, if you went off-roading,
yeah, then
this is awesome.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Especially if you went off-roading, because this is the TRD Pro.
Is this kind of meant for off-roading like Jeeps do wheeling, or is this more for just going faraway places that are not roads?
It's now both, and let me get to that. So last year's model had Bilstein shocks. We now have Fox shocks, just like the Ford Raptor. And then we also have TRD springs. So this thing is actually meant now for slightly more desert running, slightly faster stuff than it was last year, which is awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't test it out because we don't have a desert.
No, I wish we did.
But I'm sure other people on YouTube have, so check out their videos too.
Yeah, Toyota, you guys want to send us to the desert? We will happily do some desert running.
We will jump this truck. Not a truck.
No.
SUV.
That's right. And they actually did a bunch of little things, little tweaks to the whole car. So they changed the wheel offset, so now you have a wider track, so the car has higher stability at higher speeds.
Well, that's nice. I have noticed that it's very stable. I didn't notice how much more stable it was than last year's.
Yeah, same here. You'd have to have them side by side, but it's nice that they're doing these little changes.
But compared to the Wrangler Rubicon, how much easier is it to drive this on the highway or whatever?
Oh, this is amazing. There's so much less wind noise. It's just easy to drive. Like,
it stays in the lane.
Yeah, the steering's great compared to that. Like, it couldn't be more different than the Wrangler on the road.
But those compare, right?
Yeah, technically.
Because this is like the most off-roady SUV Toyota makes.
Yes, Toyota.
And Toyota. Okay, sometimes I say Toyota.
Toyota.
I'm trying to say Toyota. Pronounce it correctly.
Toyota is correct.
Whatever. I'm trying my best, guys. Don't make fun.
And since they revamped the 2019 TRD Pro lineup, this does not get the snorkel. You can only get the snorkel on the Tacoma. But we have a roof basket now.
Yeah, we didn't have that last year.
Exactly, so that's now standard.
And this barely fit in my parking garage.
Yes, it did. Follow us on Instagram, Yuri, TheStraightPipes.
You got it through the main entrance, but then there was like a gap like this much later on.
Did it fit?
Surprise pipes.
Did it fit?
That's my parking lot's name.
Did it fit?
Yeah, barely.
Thank you. And in terms of other changes, the TRD Pro skid plate on the front,
I noticed that.
now has red.
Red, that's good because now you can like really see it.
So it was always stamped, but now it's red.
Yeah, I think that's very key.
I love it, yeah. And that's pretty much all of the changes aside from the color, which you also couldn't get last year. And that's like a huge deal because I love this color.
So let's talk about some more old schooly stuff about driving this car.
Sure.
We don't have auto climate.
No, we don't.
We have actually adjusted the temperature like a million times in the last little while. I've noticed myself doing that more.
Because we can't put it to 21
degrees.
Or Americans 64, 68, whatever that is.
But it is nice.
It is nice to have. Like, it's so simple. I don't mind it at all because it's so simple in today's age where everything's complicated. There's no buttons.
We don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
I don't really care in this either.
And you've got your satellite radio, you can't rewind, but you can change the amount of presets. It was on 6, I changed it to 18.
Oh.
Yeah. Now that's some settings for you.
And we do have a backup camera, and it's decent resolution.
Yeah, the lines don't move with you, but 2010.
Exactly. And then we got gloss black, but gloss black with sparkle. It's kind of gloss gray.
It's like it's space gray.
It's borderline between me caring and not caring, but what I do care about is it's down here on the door handles that you use all the time.
Yeah, but it's like gray.
Yeah, but it's the off-road truck. Like, put that metal brush stuff over here.
Yeah, that would be a lot cooler.
Exactly.
And we got carbon fiber.
Fake carbon fiber.
You know what? A lot of different materials. Kind of weird.
It is weird, but I like it all. It all makes sense, sort of.
Hey, let's do some tests.
All right.
Small cup of coffee test first. Fits here, fits here. 2 different cup holders.
And visor test.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't count.
Box test?
No, we did it last time. Watch that video.
But we got to show the boxes anyways for the patroners.
We're just going to do our Patreon boxes this time.
How many boxes did it do last time?
We did 19 boxes total. Not bad. Manual close. But wait, there's more.
Infinite boxes.
And more old school stuff. This is still body on frame, so it's still very old school, but it feels great on the road. Like, I think the shocks have actually made a difference, the shocks and springs, because it seems really comfortable. I remember the last one being comfortable, slightly more comfortable in this one because it's just so soft.
It does have a cool new trend, and that is fake vents in the hood scoop.
New trend, yes.
Yeah, new trend. I mean, there's a lot more fake hood scoops and stuff and vents nowadays.
Yeah, the TRD Pro gets a fake hood scoop.
That's so weird.
I know. It just looks so good there. Just cut a hole.
Make it do something.
Just cut a hole. We complained about this last time, and we're going to continue complaining until there's a hole in the hood. All right, Yuri, I think it's time for you to drive because there's a lot more to talk about.
Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff in this one.
Yes, there is. But before we actually get into the rest of the car, today's sponsor.
Vincero watches.
These guys have hooked it up. They got new watches now. We are both wearing their new ones. Yuri's got the Kairos.
The Kairos. This one looks so cool. Matte copper and gray.
I think I prefer mine though. This is actually called the Rogue, and this thing looks gangster. I love this watch.
That does look gangster, but that's a little too much for my taste. I like simple watches.
Yeah, this is just pure gangster though. And the Rogue actually has Seiko Mecha Quartz movement, and the Kairos has Citizen Miyota movement, so it's pretty legit.
I honestly don't know what that means, but I really like the way it looks.
Fair enough.
So whatever.
All right, so Vincero's having the biggest sale of the year, their pre-Black Friday sale. It's on right now. It's gonna end very soon, so head to this website right here. There's no coupon code, just go to this website right here.
Use our link.
Use the link. Just check them out. There's a bunch of new watches.
Link in the description.
And here.
Can I tell you one of the cool things I like about this car?
Sure.
We've got a Kleenex holder.
That's so funny.
I know, for your tissues.
Wow.
Another cool thing I think we should mention is that the back window does go down with the click of a button, which is great.
It is awesome.
When somebody lets you in, you can put that down, use that to give them a nice thank you.
That's pretty nice.
But I've got another idea.
What's that?
What if you write left lane for passing, cut in front of people, and then do this?
I'm 100% down. It'd be worth driving with the window down all the time in order to do that. Don't hog the left lane! How is this to drive in terms of horsepower and stuff? Adequate?
Adequate, so adequate.
Just adequate.
Like, if I floor it in sport mode to the left,
it's adequate.
Yeah.
Nothing beyond that though.
But it feels very torquey.
Very torquey, yeah.
It goes, like I don't need any more.
Are you worried about it ever breaking?
No.
Exactly. Can I get to one thing that's been bothering me?
Yeah.
And it's on the looks. The halogen headlights with the LED fog lights.
Yeah.
Manufacturers, please don't ever do that. And just stop. That's a not cool trend. It was never cool. Just stop doing that.
Both blue or both yellow.
Exactly.
And I prefer blue because yellow is old school.
Yeah, so just stop doing halogens, period. Just all HIDs, xenons, and LEDs. That's it.
I fully agree.
Thank you.
Another looks thing, we've got side steps, which are very nice.
Yes, we do.
And for such a big truck, SUV, getting in and out doesn't feel like you're climbing in or anything. You can literally just slide right in. For senior citizens, it would probably be great.
Maybe a little tall because senior citizens tend to shrink.
Like, okay, maybe a tall senior citizen.
Yeah, okay. Like me as a senior citizen.
Yeah. So there's no 7-seat available in the TRD Pro.
That's right,
You
it's
can
a
only
delete.
do 5-seat.
But in the Limited, you can.
Yeah, and the Limited is cool because it's got like a lot more body kit than this one.
Yes, it does.
But it doesn't get the cool TRD Pro front end.
No, it does not. However, there's a TRD not Pro, which is below this.
TRD off-road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people tried to complain last time that I called it an amateur. It is kind of the same thing, but it has a different suspension system. So I will recommend if you're gonna modify it, get that one instead of this one and save yourself some money. But if you're gonna leave it stock, get this one. This
sure.
one's just way cooler.
And in this color.
Yeah.
Another cool thing, we never talk about it though. You can program 3 garage door openers into this button.
Yes, you can.
If I owned this, I would want to have these buttons.
It is nice to have.
I want that in every car I ever own.
It's in a lot of cars now.
Yeah, it's just good. We just never mention it.
Yeah. Should we talk about all this other stuff that's up here? Because pretty much most of our controls for off-roading are up here.
Hit them with it.
Okay, so we have crawl control. We're not gonna use it today again because we don't have an off-road facility today. But the way it works, you go into 4 low and then you can adjust what type of terrain you're on. Turn the right knob for the terrain, turn the left knob for your crawl control speed.
If I was a rock crawler,
It's cheater mode.
yeah.
And then we can also lock our differential and then use A-track mode. And we did use A-track in the FJ and that saved us.
Only rear differential. There is no front lockable differential.
That is correct. I didn't actually send it in the cliche, Yuri. How is it in the cliche corner?
It's like a friggin' boat.
Yeah, it is.
If you go too fast, you're going off. But to be honest, like, better than the Jeep.
And how does the steering feel? Old school.
Yeah.
You know what the tires are doing. It's a very nice feeling. It's very refreshing in today's age.
I feel like if my dad got into this car, he would figure it out like that.
Exactly. Same here.
And he's a senior citizen.
That's right.
Shout out, Dad.
Shout out my dad as well, who is also now almost
He's a senior citizen?
Oh, he's close.
65?
He's just under.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
He still can probably sneak in that senior discount.
Yeah, probably on Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Okay, let me hit up the gauges real quick. They're super old school LCD screens. I don't like them, but it's an old truck, so I don't care.
But it's very simple. Everything's there.
Yeah, the analog gauges are nice though. They're pretty simple, pretty easy to see.
And this thing's been surprisingly good on gas. You get like around 13 liters per 100 kilometers, which in American terms is this.
So last time I remember you complained that you didn't like the volume control where it was.
I kind of do like it now.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I do like it now.
I really like that we can go through channels and favorites with this left arrow thing right here. How's the sound system?
It's decent. Not the best though. The seats are very comfortable. Overall, this is a very comfortable interior.
Oh, it's so comfy.
Yeah, this whole thing is just so comfortable to drive. Everything, the suspension's soft, the seats are soft, like everything's really nice in here. I really like this truck.
Would you
SUV, whatever.
Would you say it's badass?
I would say it's badass.
We said that in the last
Yeah,
video
we
too
did.
much.
But it is badass. Like, there's nothing more badass than this.
Yeah, so it's 4. We can't say any more than 4 though.
All right, fine. There's nothing more than this in terms of everything that's on the road today.
All right, let's hit them with the price.
The price has gone up just a little bit from last year, but you do get Fox shocks and the roof basket and stuff like that. $56,580.
And considering these things have crazy good resale value.
Yeah, I looked up used ones just out of curiosity because I really like this one. They're still like 20, 30 grand for like 2012s.
So would you recommend buying it for somebody who wants it?
Absolutely.
Would you take this or a Wrangler Rubicon?
I would take this. I really like this truck. SUV, sorry.
I hated driving the Wrangler Rubicon on roads.
On road, I get it.
So, like, I kind of think I'd have to take this too.
Most people would drive these things on the road anyways.
I know.
Just like the Rubicons, most likely.
So let us know if you have a 4Runner, if it's a TRD Pro, a different version, or if you got something else instead of a 4Runner.
So don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, check out Vincero Watch's sale right here, Black Friday.
Patreon.com/TheStraightPipes and our YouTube membership to get some cool flair next to your name.
Yeah, but definitely check out Patreon, early access videos. Who doesn't want early access to videos?
Yeah, honestly, it's probably better than the YouTube membership.
Until YouTube gets that too.
I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. This is a subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.